The Valley Catholic Warriors were moved from Class 1 to Class 3 2 seasons ago, a product of the Missouri State High School Activities Association's competitive equity model, factoring playoff success during a 6-year period. In the 6 years prior to the move, Valley captured 3 state titles, a state runner-up trophy, and a trip to the state Final Four. That postseason success hasn't followed with the move. The Warriors have been knocked out of district play by St. Mary's each of the last 2 seasons, arguably the top team in the state regardless of class during that time. Head coach Judd Naeger put together a schedule this year that he thinks will better prepare the team once they get to districts. Up first is Seckman, a Class 5 team coming off their best year in program history after finishing second in their district.
First and foremost, we know that they're really good and that they're really strong and they're really big and they do a great job in what they do, and they're certainly coached really well, and they're certainly a program on the rise. It's not a team that you're trying to play just to get some points and win. That's, I think most folks would consider us the underdogs, and rightfully so. Based off of just a quick look at the programs.
The games don't get any easier from that point on. The Warriors begin play in the MAFC White Division this season with the likes of St. Genevieve, Central Park Hills, Potosi, and Fredericktown, all teams that played in Class 3 last year. That's on top of a beefed-up non-conference schedule.
We got to play Fest this week too. Then we head into a brand new conference schedule against big schools. If we can get out of the schedule, without too many injuries and continue to get better, hopefully we'll be a little bit more prepared to compete once we get to districts.
The injury bug is undefeated. Quarterback Chase Fallert was out for a good chunk of last season.
It sucked, but I just had to sit on the sideline and cheer on my teammates during that. But it was good at practice just to get in there with the young guys, be able to teach them a few things.
And Sam Drury barely got to touch the field.
I made it to the third game. I had about 13 plays. I did as much as I could to help coach the guys of the stuff that I knew, and then I tried to make as many things as I could for as long as I could.
Just 2 of many that were bitten by the bug. But they're healthy now. And on the offensive side of the ball, they provide experience to an already veteran group of Warriors.
It's probably one of the more veteran groups we've had up front. Certainly 5 of the 7 guys that we kind of have rolling through there have all started a varsity game before. Chase, obviously without the injury last year, would have been almost a 4-year starter. So he certainly should understand what he needs to get done out there. And, it's certainly good to have Sam back. And, Bryce has had an outstanding summer and, gone to a bunch of camps and things to make himself ready to go. And, Noah Elbert up front has, done the same thing. He's got some, college offers. And, but everything we do comes down to how the offensive line can work as a group to, communicate and talk. And then, comes down to a staff to call, what the defense is giving us.
Defenses can show what they want, but Bryce Giesler will still get his. The first-team All-State running back is the first 1,000-yard rusher at Valley Catholic since 2013. He ran for 28 touchdowns and eclipsed 2,000 all-purpose yards last year. He's been working on shifting into another gear.
Really just my acceleration and top-end speed is what I really focused on. During the weekdays and stuff, I would come out here at like 9 o'clock at night and just run hills and run 40s until pretty much exhaustion.
The guys on the offensive line make his job a little easier.
I can personally trust each and every one of them to do their job every single play. We got Jack, Jacob Elbert, Isaac Viox, and Noah Elbert on the line. So, I trust those guys to do their job every single play, and pretty much without them, I couldn't do anything.
Noah Elbert is a second-team All-State lineman, but his and the rest of the line's stature isn't what makes them a cohesive unit.
I'd say it's our determination and our heart that pushes us. We see all these teams that have the big linemen, like tall guys and everything, and we just try to beat them with our speed and our power that we have, being shorter and not as big. I don't know about the other guys, but I'm hoping to get Bryce the state rushing record, maybe the team rushing record or something, and then with Chase to get him the team passing record or something, just to put their names in the book, and just knowing that I helped them is definitely something I'd like to do this year.
Joe Roth is one of the guys coaching up Elbert and his peers.
An amazing coach. He's amazing. There's nothing he makes us do that is completely wrong. He makes us better every day. He shows it to us. He shows the compassion and love that he's got for us, and he's just an amazing coach.
Same goes for the defensive side of the ball. And coordinator Nate Gegg.
Really smart dude. He knows what he is doing, yeah. Yeah, we've been doing really good, and that's a big part to our coaches. They do pretty much get us right, and we just execute whatever they show us.
The Warriors gave up less than 8 points per game in the regular season last year. Along with Giesler, Elbert, Drury, and Fallert, they have a lot coming back.
Well, Timmy, obviously. Timmy and Isaac on the line, and then just the whole line, and then our defensive guys like Bryce, Grant, Alex, our outside, and our defensive threats. So
the beginning of a new year is upon us, and for some, it's the beginning of the last chance to create memories that will last a lifetime.
I'm looking forward to those memories you make on the field. It's just there's no feeling like out on a Friday night and you're just out there just chipping away every single Friday. It's fun. It's good to be out there with our friends.
At Valley Catholic and Father John Dempsey Field, it just means more.
It's special because you know all the people that were before you. Like, you know these people, like, and they come to the games and you know them, like, you recognize them, and then you try to play like you want to play like they played, and you want to keep doing what they did.
The Warriors will host Seckman at Father John Dempsey Field this Friday, August 26th. You can hear the game on AM 1400 KJEF at 6:45, with a Fleegs Equipment pregame show beginning at 6 o'clock on Regional Radio and mymoinfo.com. With Regional Radio Sports, I'm Griffin Weinberg.